All righty. All right, there we go. There we go. All righty, there's that. And that. Ow. All right, people, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button and share. What is going on, people? What is happening? Arta Forte saying I might be asleep. No. I was talking to my landlord where I had fallen down. I'm gonna go to the doctor today, to the little clinic. So yeah, I just need to get all that arranged, and I had to figure out what time I needed to get there. And I can't find my insurance card. That's another thing. I'm getting scared. So they were supposed to mail me my insurance card from work, and they haven't done it yet. So, and that was last week. So yeah. But hit that like button for me, people. Share the video. What is going on? What is happening? What is going on? What is happening? So, and now we're going to start off with the normal. What are we playing? So, so, you know, what are you all playing? I can officially say I have been playing Mass Effect 2 on PC and XCOM on the PlayStation. I streamed some XCOM the other day. I was getting my ass handed to me. I realized I've been playing for like 2 hours. I'm like, all right, I gotta stop. You're playing Greedfall. Okay, that's cool. That is cool. So PUG, I don't know what game that is. So Baltimore MVP is playing GT Sport and Kingdom Hearts 3 and Call of Duty. Okay, now you're talking. That's a good list of games. That's a good list of games. So nothing. I have no TV until tomorrow. Oh no! What happened to your TV? What happened to your TV? So also, look, I need to give a big shout out to everybody. You just bought Anthem on PC for $8.99, the Dawn of Legion edition. Wow. Well, again, Anthem probably they BioWare should. It's not. I can't put everything on BioWare. It's EA. EA should have They should have put a single player in that game. And because again, the BioWare fan base, again, Anthem failing doesn't surprise me because Anthem is a BioWare game, and BioWare is known for its single-player games, whether it be Baldur's Gate or Dragon's Age or Mass Effect, Jade Empire. Those are all single-player narrative-based games. Why in the world they decided to try to go with this multiplayer garbage is beyond me. I mean, I understand what happened, you know, but golly. So, you know, so DCL Clone Racing, pretty cool game. Oh, okay, cool. Drone racing. Okay, yeah. I heard that. I've seen people. I don't know if it's the same game. So, Anthem is the Division in Iron Man fashion. Yeah, I mean, again, and again, if anybody wants to play the Division Part 2, let me know. I'll buy it and I'll play it. I'm gonna play this Warframe too, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Spartan God, that's already. It's not that it's been debunked. Just understand the same Amazon site also had Bloodborne going to PC, and it was wrong about that. So again, just you're gonna have to. I implore people to just wait on confirmation from Sony. Okay. So it's the same because the same site had Bloodborne going. So Ice Queen is playing Destiny 2. All right. So you sold it for a Q80R. Is that the Samsung, the Q80? Okay. Well, you are the man. You are the man. I cannot deny it. So so yeah, it's yeah. Also yeah, a big shout out to everybody that came by that podcast day before yesterday. That is officially the biggest, most watched podcast I have ever done. I kid you not, I've got over 1,600 views. Let me see if I can pull that up just to give a shout out to you guys. I mean, this is not about me bragging. This is for everybody who was here for that podcast and has listened to it later on. Let me see. I'm just going to pull it up to show you because I guess that got picked up by a different algorithm. So, and somehow I got into this high field algorithm. And right now, I won't play the podcast, but I just want people to see how many people were able to come through and watch it. We'll go like this. We're going to pause that. I'm going to just share my screen. Yeah, Roundtable was fun last night. And but if you can see right here where I highlighted it, that has 1,700 views. That's still climbing. And that's guys. So thanks to everybody who came by for that podcast. That was really good. That was fun. So yeah, I stopped by that. So and the thing, yeah, King Thrash was hilarious. Yeah, well, I'll be starting from the beginning, Gaminator. So yeah, I can play. What's a good time for you? You know, what's a good time for you to play? So, because I'm off today, of course, so I wouldn't be here now. But just let me know what's a good time. I'll be here all day. So, but oh no, I do. I'm going to go to the doctor. So, but and that's because I have to turn something in to them. But I'll wait to do that on Friday with Ginger. So, but yeah. But yeah, so shout out to you guys. Hit that like button. Hit the other thing. We'll get into it. We're gonna chop it up here on this one. I promise you. But again, thanks everybody who came by that podcast. So 8 to 12. I gotta work, so I can't play that long. Then if I go ahead and buy it, I'll play it to try to get my level up. Okay. So I will probably turn off everything around 9 o'clock because I have to be up on Thursday. My limo comes at 5:24 in the morning. So also shout out to Jemiah Dixon for the Mr. PC Master Race for the what's going on Social Joins for the Amazon gift card. I have applied it to the CPU, so that was good. I appreciate that, brother. So King Thrash should invite OBJ to Don to that podcast and troll. Yeah, well, I mean, again, OBJ to Don, he been trolling all day on Monday and Tuesday. He been trolling all day. So so now I got to work this weekend too, unfortunately. Matter of fact, let me see what I can. Let me schedule that. So no, phone's not there. Hold on. All right. I'm just going to look at my schedule here. Bear with me. We can schedule a time to play. Let me go to my grid here. my nursing grid that we use. But yeah, now OBJ, I mean, at least I didn't. I mean, I had to go last night. My girl came home. She was like, "Why are you up on the computer this late?" So that's just the way she is. It's the way she rolls. I think that's what we used to say back in my day. You know, can't be on it all day long. And I'm still playing Control. So, damn it, work. I'm trying to get this thing to work. But as you can see here, we got PAX East news. We got I want to go new. I picked up a bunch of new subs from the other day. I think I got about 14 new subs. So we're very close to having about to hit the 1,200 mark. Oh, wait a minute. I hit 1,200. Wow. Wow. I did not know that. Okay. Well, it's official. I'm at 1,200 subs. So, yeah, that's something else. And that is, again, I picked up a lot of people who were listening to that podcast the other day. And we're going to be talking about what they said, some of the comments that they left on my thing. I'll pull them up and we'll read them together. So, but apparently with what's been going on, I was hoping to get Tron. That's what I'm waiting on. Well, I wanted Tron on here because it's always good to have a woman on when you're talking about pulling out. Oh man. So so hopefully Tron can hop on, you know. So you know, it's on now. Now PC game. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up here. See, not that one, not that one. Yeah, you all do know about the Mixer, what's going on, and how depressed they are over at Mixer. Well, yeah, Don, I'll be home today, so if you want to party chat, let me know. So, if you want to party chat, let me know. So, yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Now let me see if I can get my ducks arranged here. Let's see here. Well, let's talk about PAX East because a lot of companies, a lot of people were going full retard, talking about how Sony had jumped out of PAX East because they were afraid of Microsoft and things like that. Well, this company here, CD Projekt Red, has pulled out. Okay, now we're talking about pulling out right now. So CD Projekt Red, as you can see, now this is from Polygon. This is Windows Central. You see right there at the very top center of the screen. CD Projekt Red, no longer attending PAX East, says that while the team is pulling out of PAX East, GDC attendance should still continue. So CD Projekt Red is not going to PAX. They are going to GDC. So again, they have pulled out. Now, I don't know why they would pull out because they are extremely close to Microsoft. So, but guys like Matt's Gaming who think nothing is wrong, who think it's wrong, and that despite there being a possible global pandemic with this new virus going around, I'll just say that. But it's for Matt's, this is not that big a deal. And again, to me, I'm just, you know, I'm disappointed in Matt. I've said that multiple times. Again, he can run his podcast the way he wants, but he said, I mean, but people are going to be giving him the business today on Twitter. I will not be one of them. Like I said, I'm disappointed in him, and you know, keeping it moving. But as you can see here, Sony and Facebook with Oculus and CD Projekt Red, there are multiple companies pulling out of PAX East in Boston. And again, the United States does not want that stuff to get into the United States because once it gets here, they can't really stop it. I mean, they can't stop the normal flu. So what makes you think they're going to be able to stop this flu? You dig? So, I mean, I'm just, you know, you got that. You also have something called here's another group. Again, we're talking about pulling out. We're talking about pulling out. PUBG Corp. I don't know what PUBG Corp is, but it's pulled out of PAX and GDC. So says the Battle Royale developer and publisher joins the ever-growing list of those not attending PAX East or GDC. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article because it's Windows Central, and I'm using Windows Central. So, but as you can see right here, PUBG is pulled out. CD Projekt Red has pulled out. Sony has pulled out. Oculus with Facebook has pulled out. No, that conference is going to. There's not going to be anybody there at this point, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So let me make that clear. I'm not here to make light of this. I'm just saying it's unfortunate that you have a group of people out there who don't care about nothing else but themselves. So. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say at this point. Now, again, I don't play something called PUBG, and it's simple. It's called PUBG. So you blame the PC master race. No, this has got nothing to do about them. So yeah, PG, oriented company is pulled out. Yeah. So I mean, again, this ain't just about consoles. This is about. And again, PAX East was scheduled to be arguably the biggest conference this year, that and GDC. So, but GDC is a much bigger conference now. So, it is what it is. Let me go back to Twitter and see if I can pull these articles. Trying to find the Mixer article. I may not be able to find it, though. Oh, here we go. Found it. So, it just we're gonna put this up. Let's see here. I gotta find this. Make this smaller. This is about Mixer. I don't know how many of you all use Mixer, but apparently this is from Windows Central. You can see it right up there. Morale among Microsoft's Mixer team is at an all-time low. Now, again, that's just yeah, 901. Amazon has just pulled out the rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn on PC out of its list. Yeah. So, well, that makes no sense. How can they pull? Oh, so they started. Well, again, I'll talk about that real fast. But the morale among Microsoft's Mixer team is at an all-time low. So I don't know what's going on, Kernice. I don't get why. I do not get what's up, Camel. I don't know who uses Mixer. I don't use Mixer. I haven't used it in years. So, but their morale is at an all-time low. Just to, just so people know. Just so people know, it's at an all-time low. So can you all please talk positive about? I'm talking about the Xbox COMMUNITah. Well, I mean, not even the 12 T-flops has helped Mixer get over their get over being being sad. So now you're saying Horizon Zero Dawn on PC is a rumor, but still a possibility. Well, it's always a possibility. Are you doing this to try to look? See, but this, I love this guy. Here we are sharing the articles about what's happening, and so. But do you see how their mind works? See, Andre was one of the people I was going to be talking about today, because it's perfect. When you put information out, you actually pull information and you put it out in front of everybody. They're complaining about it. So I mean, the PUBG people have pulled out. CD Projekt Red has pulled out. Other companies have pulled out, and that's the end of that discussion. Okay, so one doesn't justify the other. They're doing what the World Health Organization has suggested. They're also doing what the CDC has suggested. So if you have a better idea on how to stop a possible global pandemic, Andre, then you need to go to CDC.com and let them know. So, again, Paul G, it's already been discussed, and I'll simply show you another fact about the whole Horizon Zero Dawn thing, about the, let me drop that down here. Let's, because again, we know you guys, all you guys are doing is proving that you all hate the fact your games are going to PC. Let me, wait a minute, hold on, hit the wrong button there. Forgive me. Let me see here. All right. So this is an article from about 4 years ago from the same site, okay? From the same site. And I'm putting this out there so that people, this is why I say to wait. Now, the same site 4 years ago had a Bloodborne going to PC. And again, Amazon France, you can see it right here. It's the same group, okay? Again, now this is an old article, and again, this is just to let people know this is why you should wait on Sony and Guerrilla Games to make an official statement, because the same group got Bloodborne wrong. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. Okay, we're just gonna wait. Now, if you want to run with it, and this is the whole thing that you all got to understand, I do not do rumors here. Okay, I don't do rumors. I don't do leaks. If you guys want to talk about them in the chat, that's perfectly fine. But you're not going to find me doing a podcast based on a rumor, okay? Based on a rumor. I'll just wait. I mean, I'd much rather talk about the flight simulator game that's actually physically coming out. I'd rather talk about the, I can talk about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I can talk about, I mean, these are games I'm playing. Control, MLB The Show, again, a game that's coming out that I'll be playing. I won't be playing Neo because I don't like hack and slash type games, which fair enough. The Resident Evil video that's out now, people with Nemesis in it. Nemesis looks like Mr. X to me. But again, I just think it's hilarious. So I just think this is hilarious. So, but again, the same group that you're claiming is now saying this is coming out also said that this game was coming out. Okay, and I'm just letting people know for reference. This is why I like to bring up the fact that it is what it is. So, yeah, well, we know it is. Yeah, we know it's an extremely serious announcement, and you know, this is a biomed engineer, so gamers have a problem with the industry. Well, again, look, I agree 100%. So, but again, the people who mocked other companies for doing what the World Health Organization wanted and the CDC wanted. You know, you got, you know, now you're gonna get clowned today. Dreams, I'll be getting Dreams for the PS5. They did say that game will go to the PS5, so it should have more assets then. And I can't draw a stick man, so I need all the help I can get. So. You've heard a rumor. Yeah, thanks, Hans. Appreciate you. Yeah, but not on one. I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, I agree 100%. Yeah, you have a rumor that there are plans at Microsoft to sell Xbox division to Disney 2022. See, I've heard the same thing, but I can't get it confirmed from anybody. I can't confirm it on anybody. So, so I'm not going to talk about it. Now, the fact that you're talking about it is fine. I can just simply tell you that I can't get any type of confirmation on that. And I have people that, that work at Industrial Lights and Magic. I know people that work there. So, and they don't know. So, it is what it is. The UK have been taking about the virus. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I was on last night with King Thrash. Yeah, shout out to King Thrash. King Thrash came over here, and I wanted to personally thank King Thrash and everybody that came to the podcast the other day. That, again, if you didn't hear, Paul G, that's the highest amount of views I've ever gotten, ever. And so I'm very thankful. King Thrash came on the podcast for about 30 or 40 minutes. And I wanted to thank the brother personally, and that's what I was able to do. So shout out to King Thrash and the Roundtable. So just, just it is what it is. So no. We weren't trolling. Everything that me and King Thrash said were things that the Xbox COMMUNITah had said. Okay. It's just like, oh man, let me see if I can find it here. Let me go back over here, go to YouTube. Okay. So just like this guy here, and I'm going to be talking about it. Oh man, where'd he go? Okay, yeah. This guy here named again, he left a comment named Laporta. I hope I'm saying this. Laportia Carroll says, we've seen PS5 gameplay. It looked a lot like 9.2 teraflops. Go look at Godfall. So again, I responded that there is no PS5 gameplay footage. Godfall has been confirmed by the devs that it was on PC and it was an alpha build. So it says, and again, neither console has shown gameplay. Hellblade was CGI. It wasn't physical gameplay. I then proceeded again. So again, even though I'm telling him this, I still want the link from Sony, not from Rosetta, not from some leaked source. I still want the link to where Sony confirms the GPU, the speed of the SSD, the speed of the GPU CPU combination, the RAM. I want that link because, I mean, according to him, he said that it's 9.2 T-flop. So again, I am waiting on the link, so, and again, I had somebody else say, yeah, the same guy is 9.2 T-flops. And I was like, okay. I said, send a link for the official Sony press release on PS5 specs then. So, I mean, again, these guys have been talking specs. And again, this is the Xbox COMMUNITah. It's not everybody in there. There's a group of people, including Dealer and Colt and Tim Dog. These guys have been talking specs since 2015, half a decade. Children have been conceived, born, or walking and talking, and they're still talking about specs. They're not talking about games, okay? So again, I want a link. Just send me a link for where Sony gave their official count on their console, because I don't have it. I don't have one, and I'm signed up to the latest news for Sony on PS5. Like they put out their PS5 information. They gave us a website to go to. We signed up. I got no email from them. So if anybody out there has official specs for the PS5, not something from Rosetta, what's amazing is that Rosetta, the same guy that said that the Xbox would be 12 T-flops, do you know how many T-flops that the same guy said that with the PlayStation, the same guy said it was going to have 13 T-flops. But again, there's no confirmation. So there's no reason to run with it. So again, the 12 T-flops is fine. The 12 Navi T-flops is fine. Okay. And again, that's confirmed. So see, if you talk about the 12 T-flops being confirmed, they'll be happy. But if you bring up the fact that even White Zaddy and Red Gaming Tech said no clock speeds, on anything, no bandwidth numbers. Again, they'll say I'm damage controlling, even though they didn't put this stuff out. Okay, they're now saying that it's faster and going to be more efficient than a 2080 Ti. But I will simply ask, based on what? Because Microsoft didn't put out any clock speeds. So how do they know that? Again, they don't. That's why this is like things that they've said. But when you say there's no clock numbers out, so how do you know that? Oh, you're damage controlling. So what they've done, if they have created this alternate reality where nothing has to be confirmed because what they need to have happen is all that matters. You see what I'm saying? So am I talking specs now? Yes, because people talked specs in my last podcast, Andre. And again, the only specs that have been confirmed are 12 T flops. That's it. Now, the smart play, and like me and King Thrash were saying yesterday, you had cats actually tweeting us saying that even though the game is 30 FPS on Xbox, and I'll just use my favorite game, Mass Effect. Mass Effect is 30 frames per second. It's like that on Xbox 360. It's like that on Xbox, the Xbox VCR model. It's like that on S. It's like that on the X, okay? But somehow these 12 T flops are going to jailbreak it, and now it's going to be 60 frames a second or have a higher frame rate. This is stuff that we were getting back, okay? This is stuff that people were saying to us, you know, and it's kind of like, okay, well, it better do this because we took screenshots of the people. And it's like, look, if it doesn't do this, if it doesn't crack, because I've said this multiple times. Hey, look, Sony having backwards compatibility is fine. But is that going to change the frame rate of the games? That's what we're waiting to see. That's it. Okay. Like Sick Humor said last night, shout out to Sick Humor. They have cross-buy, which again is something that Apple's been doing since 2000, since like 1997 with cross-buy. But again, they want to act like that Microsoft is the only one doing it. So I understand what's going on. They're trying to sell the console, not understanding that that people, again, it's a bad idea. You got to really understand what I'm about to say to you guys, okay? Which is simple. Nobody cares about services. All people want are the games. Where are the games? And the fact of the matter is that Microsoft has come out and said we're not going to have any games for this console till 2022. That's a fact. That's not damage control. So I can pull that article if you want to. Okay. So again, I'm not saying anything negative here. I'm telling you what's been said. Just like when people were trying to tell me that Red Dead Redemption 2 was the best game on Xbox X. Well, again, if we use your own logic, Red Dead Redemption 2 is not made by Microsoft. It's made by a third party. So if that's a bad example, guys, that is a bad example. So I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying this to be an ass. What's up, Felony 187? You mean you can't play specs? Well, again, I don't mind about the specs. Let me make this clear. It's fine with the specs. I mean, the specs are confirmed. So I don't mind talking about the specs, but it's hard to know what it's going to be capable of without the clock speeds. That is correct. You know, that is correct. We don't know how it's going to perform. So again, somebody was saying that it's faster than a 5700 XT. It's like it's supposed to be like 12% faster. Well, okay, but based on what? There are no clock speeds out. There are, you know, so it's not that it won't be 12% faster. It's that if it's 12% faster, what are we basing that on? They didn't say that. Well, that's funny because BRAP, Basement Radio podcast, they put this out. I mean, let me see here. Let me see if I can actually find it. So, let me see. I'm trying to find it. Well, Jeepers. I can't believe I said Jeepers. Let me go here. Okay, here we go. So So again, I'll just put this up on the screen and so people can see it. Now this is from PC Gamers. It says we run the math. We run the math. Xbox Series X GPUs is at least 12% faster than the 5700 XT. Again, based on what? Where did you get your numbers? You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying that it's not. So Bloomberg did a report 1.7 clock speed, the leak T. Again, Bloomberg is not Microsoft. Okay, Bloomberg is not Microsoft. So again, let's wait for Microsoft to put out their clock speeds. And see, this is what this is the problem. I do not do that. Look, and I read Bloomberg stuff, okay, because I have stock. So I read Bloomberg stuff, bro. But I try to stay. I'll just wait for Microsoft to put out the proper clock speeds. Then I will talk about it. Okay, there's no reason to speculate on it when Microsoft is going to have to put out how fast it is here probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So there's no hypocrisy. So Sony has to push PSVR with power. There's no way they come. Well, again, Baltimore MVP. Here's what I'll say about the PlayStation 5. We know it's going to do 4K native. We know it's going to support PSVR. We know it's going to support up to 8K. It's going to support up to 8K. It will have 120 FPS. You have developers talking about the hardware-based ray tracing. Again, developers are not Sony themselves, but third-party developers. So I would anticipate something close to what Microsoft has, if not a little bit more. Okay, that's all I can really say about it. I would anticipate something close to what Microsoft has, if not a little bit more. So Microsoft is more focused on next gen, not to mention it's better to play on those. Well, I mean, I get it. If you're talking to me, I know their entire community is focused on next generation already. There's still games coming out this year, and they're not talking about them. Okay, they are not talking about them. So, and again, they're not talking about them because they don't like them. So it can't be a little bit more. That's impossible. Why is that impossible? Okay, see that's a problem that you got right there. It could be a little bit more. It may be a little bit less, but it's going to be roughly the same specs because they're doing the exact same thing. So what I want the Xbox COMMUNITah to do is I want you all to leave comments on what the Xbox Series X is going to do that the PS5 will not be doing. I mean, I know that it won't do VR, okay? I know that it won't do VR, but what else? Because I know PlayStation will do VR and Xbox Series X won't. How do I know that? Because Phil Spencer said Series X is not concentrating on VR. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, what are people doing here? Game is more concerned with hardware. No. Corey, the Xbox community is more concerned with hardware. Bro, they've been talking hardware since 2015. But again, I'm reading the stuff that they've said. I'm like looking for confirmation on this stuff they said, and I can't find it. So Polyphony said they wanted to do 240 FPS on GT7. Well, that I believe will be for VR. So, but we'll have to wait and see if they're able to do that. Hans Peter, you heard 9 to 13 T-flop. Someone out there got it right. Yeah, man, if we're going to speculate, that's the thing with speculation. It's like, okay, there's a movie coming out next year called Black Panther. Black Panther 2 is coming out. I can speculate and say that T'Challa's rival in this movie will be Namor. If you don't know, Namor is Marvel's version of Aquaman. But let's just say it comes out. Let's say it comes out and Namor's not in it. Okay, because I have no idea who's going to be in Black Panther 2 besides Black Panther himself, T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, Lupita Nyong'o is supposed to come back. the girl playing, everybody that was, all your regulars that you saw besides Michael B. Jordan's Eric Killmonger will be back. And if I were to say, in order for him to beat Namor, he's going to have to go get help from Bucky and from Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Wanda Maximoff and Nick Fury. I can speculate that all day long, but I got no confirmation. But what these guys are doing is they're just saying, well, okay, if that's it, yeah, we're just going to go with that. They'll do podcasts based on that. And then if it turns out not to be true, they'll say, oh, I was just speculating. That's what they'll do. So that's just, and for me, like me personally, my Xbox podcast, I'm sick of that bull crap. I'm sick of that bull crap. I am not going to do heavy speculation. I mean, there's some base speculation. Hey, look, Microsoft and Sony have the exact same CPU. So we know that there's no reason to speculate about the CPU. We know what Sony's CPU is going to be. We know that it's going to support PSVR. It's going to have 4K native gaming. How do we know that? Because they've confirmed it. We know it's going to have a 100 gigabyte disk drive, so that it can play 4K movies. We know that. So, I mean, again, we know it's going to have spatial 3D sound. How do we know? Because it's been confirmed. So again, that's stuff that I can walk up and say, yeah, Sony's confirmed that. Have they confirmed the GPU? Nope. Have they confirmed any bandwidth? Nope. Have they confirmed any memory? Nope. So again, I'm just they haven't even confirmed what it's going to look like. So all these people saying, well, no, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. It's like, okay, what are you basing that on? Send me a link. I'll be glad to put the link up here. So Xbox said so. Post PS5 will not have hard. Yeah, I know they said that, and Mark Cerny came out and busted their cheeks. But again, they're trying to. They're trying. Again, my opinion is they're trying to sell you the Xbox. It's like, no, Sony's not doing right. You all need to go buy Xbox. It's like, dude, they're not going to go buy Xboxes. Not when you can put together a PC. I mean, hell, I'm putting together a PC with the help of the community. Let me make that clear. So it's not that difficult. Like I said, I've got the GPU I want lined up. I just got to go ahead and get paid. I got to get paid. I got to go ahead. What do they say? Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry, baby. Baby, I got your money. So, what do I personally think? I just said them. If they're going to support 8K gaming, they're going to support 8K, 4K gaming, PSVR, the spatial sound, hardware-based ray tracing. I don't know about the variable rate shading. I'm not sure about that because they haven't come out and said anything. So I expect it to be close, if not a little bit more. That's it. I expect the performance. Shout out to Lou Wafa, who said, I mean, how many months ago did Lou Wafa say, I mean, you guys were here. How many moons ago did Lou Wafa say, yeah, you can expect the performance of a Vega 64, which is right around 13 T-flops. But they're using Navi. So in order for Navi to get to 13 or 14, they don't need as much space. They don't need as many T-flops. But again, it's not about the T-flops. Even Digital Foundry, Zaddy has said that. It is the Xbox community that is still butthurt over 900p versus 1080p. And I didn't realize how mad they were. Okay, they said, well, Sony said that. Yes, Sony also said, go buy a PS3. It's so good, you'll have to go get a second job. Sony said that. Okay, so again, but their butt hurt over that. They wounded them down to their inner child. So it's just, it is what it is. So you pre-ordered Series X as soon as you saw the hardware, it looks powerful. Oh, but that's great. Yeah, that's fine. Shout out to you. Look, if you like it, I love it. Now, if you like it, I love it. So Black Panther 2 will be exclusive to Series X. Well, I mean, again, yeah, that was like I said. I mean, that's what cracks me up. These dudes that are over on Dealer's channel, and this man was bigging up a Black Panther Xbox being exclusive. I mean, dude, I mean, it's just like, look, shout out to Dealer and that podcast, but this dude said that there was no difference or very little difference between 1080p and 720p. So again, I mean, if you're gonna sit up there and jerk a dude off, at least know who you're doing it with. You know what I'm saying? You dig? So what games am I looking forward to? MLB The Show 2020, Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and the new DLC for Gran Turismo Sport. That's for me this year. And I finally downloaded Yakuza Kiwami, so I'm gonna start playing that. So that, and but that's for me. That's this year. That is for this year. That's what I'm looking forward to. And Star Citizen on PC. And Microsoft's Flight Simulator on PC. Again, I'm fine. The Control DLC. So I've got a whole lot to do this year. The Ori game, I have to play the first Ori. So yeah. So, oh, I got you, Viger. I got you, brother. So, yeah, Corey Massey, I agree. I sat here and said that I have no issue with what Microsoft is doing. Like, I really don't. So, but yeah, you just started Dreams. Yeah, Dreams I'm going to get for PS5. And again, the Media Molecule has said there will be a PS5 version of that game. So, and again, since there's going to be, and since I can't draw a stick man, I am going to need all the help I can get. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, well, the mere fact, Spartan God, that they're talking about next gen when there's a bunch of games coming out this generation shows you how moist their butter biscuits are. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. So, I mean, it's funny to me, it's humorous to me, but it's also sad. Let me just say I'm double checking my trip here when we're taking. So no, can't do that one. Let me go back. Let's change that to okay. All right. Okay. So 11:30. All right. And then Let me change this up real fast, people. Let's see here. Yep. Let me do this. All right. All right. Gotcha. All right. So 1 o'clock. Gotcha. All right. Gotcha. All right. I'm good. All right. I'm back. Yeah, it will be. The people that are buying it should be happy. Again, what's going on, Why Hate Tutor? Man, long time no see, Why Hate Tutor. Yeah, I mean, the people who are getting it's like, okay, if you're gonna buy it, that's fine. But yeah, I would be looking forward to what's up, Lincoln Clay. I'm not talking Mass Effect. I will be playing Mass Effect later on today, though. I will be streaming it for everybody. Yes, it's the Butter Biscuit Crusade. So it's just, I don't get it at this point. So, well, that's just it. We're giving Microsoft their due diligence. So, and even though that's happened, it's like you're still saying there's people damage controlling. There's nothing to damage control. It is Microsoft who said they won't have games available for Series X for 2 years. So there's nothing to damage control. And, so you all got to come better than that. So PS5 is being held back because of too many PS4 games. No, it's not being held back because there's too many PS4 games. PS4 not backwards compatible on PS5. We don't know that yet, Mr. Orange. Most likely Sony not ready because there's well, again, we'll have to wait and see. But again, your entire statement right there is total speculation. Total speculation. We do not know if there's backwards compatibility on PS4. I thought maybe they had confirmed it, but if you're saying they didn't, okay. Most likely, so again, most likely, you need speculation. Sony not ready because not ready for what? To release the PS5? They just trademarked it in Japan, dude. They just trademarked it in Japan, so their release is imminent. Okay? Yeah, everybody's probably now, yeah, that made no sense. Yeah, I agree with you. So, yeah, they're making an announcement tomorrow. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's the good thing about what Microsoft has done is that we no longer have to hear people say take it with a grain of salt. So nobody will be watching Mass Effect. Well, this is not about you all. This is about me. This is about what I am playing. So. So, oh, okay, Y82. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for coming by. And if you weren't able to go, if you weren't able to look at my podcast the other day, Monday, that's got over 1,600 views. And I did hit. This is for everybody here. Just been here from the beginning. I did hit 1,200 subs. Okay, it was shocked the hell out of me. So I did it. So I'm going to talk about that later on. I'm just going to have a 1,200 sub celebration. Okay. So I will be doing that later on. So Corey Massey says that, but I want people to understand what does giving Microsoft their due diligence look like? Again, just leave your comment down in the comment section here. Yeah, Y2, it shocked the bejesus out of me. There you go, 1,200 subs, 12 T-flops. There you go. You see how it collates, like King Thrash said yesterday, how the two Xbox, the bundle that I was thinking about buying today, that bundle, remember you had, so you got the 6 T-flop Xbox X, and you got the 2 game pads right there. And 6 times 2 equals 12. So I thought you said you didn't watch their podcast. Whose podcast? Whose podcast? There you go, Impatient Fire. I am the leader of the Xbox COMMUNITah. So I am the leader. So, and there you go. Impatient Fire understands that. I am the best bot. So there is none higher. Sucker MC should call me sire. It makes sense. Sony has too many PS5. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a different statement. Is Sony going to push hard on the PS5 when they still have major IP coming out this year? The answer to that is no. And guess what? Gaming Forte even said that. So did Meds. And those are Xbox guys. Okay. So you're going to have to, I agree with that. I personally, like my girlfriend's sister does marketing and she's like, well, there's no reason for Sony to start marketing that stuff. PS5 should at least be 10.5 T. Again, Paul G, why are T-flops so important to you? It's going to be enough to do 4K native gaming, support 8K as well, do VR. It's going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be very close, if not a little bit more. So what is up, Double C? What's going on, Esteemed family? How are you doing, young man? Hit that like button, people, and share the video. Get the likes up. You know, if you're not going to donate anything, donate a like. It is free. So any new people here, I play. No. You need to watch me play Mass Effect because it's such fun. So, okay, 15 Studios. That's something that they should have been doing. That's like going to a liquor store and buying a bottle of Jack Daniels. Game Pass is their version. Again, Game Pass I got no problem with. I've got Game Pass. xCloud, again, I don't get you guys. I mean, you do realize Microsoft is set up to not be in the console space. Smart Play already done by Apple, and they're doing Smart Play right now. How do I know that? Because I played with that game, Mass Effect. I've played Mass Effect on every Xbox console. and it does look better on the Xbox X than it does any other console. That includes Xbox One S. So they're already doing that already. That's not new. That's not new. If you have an all right. So if you have an Xbox S and you play Forza, you don't have the 4K 30 F. I mean, you may not have the 1080p 60 FPS mode on Xbox One S. I can't remember which one it is. So they're doing that already. So, what's up, Captain? How you doing? How you doing, brother? So you just paid for a year of Ultimate Game Pass. See, my Game Pass runs out in my Game Pass runs out next week. So so if anybody wants to donate to the cause, I'm talking about you Xbox guys. Let's see you Xbox guys put up or shut up. Go ahead and donate to the cause so I can go ahead and get 3 more months of Game Pass. Let's see if you guys do that. Okay, let's see if you guys go ahead and put your money where your mouth is. You expecting PlayStation to present PS5 upgrade differences in their game trailers? Again, I would like to see that only because at the investors meeting that they had, they showed Spider-Man running on PS4 Pro. They showed it running on PS4 base, PS4 Pro, and the new PS5 hardware. So I would like to see that. I mean, that's 6 months old. That's maybe older than that. So I personally, as a gamer, would like to see the differences because they're talking about their SSD. So let me, a consumer, see that in action. That's fine. Okay. So we'll have to wait and see. So yes, that's what I expect. So PS5 games will look better than PS4. That's how they will sell it. Well, they'll sell it mainly, I think, because another selling point is the 4K Blu-ray player. That's reality. For the 4K Blu-ray player is reality. So a lot of, like me, now I've already got a dedicated 4K player, but there's a lot of you all who don't. So now you'll be able to support that medium as well. So says so Zaddy measures these consoles in performance instead of T-flop. Yeah, my understanding is that this generation is going to be more about performance, and that's according to Phil Spencer. So, but again, there's a group of people who, even though you can quote Phil Spencer, you can quote Matt Booty, they'll say you're damage controlling, and there's nothing. Those people are too far gone. Okay, because if they're not even going to listen to what Phil Spencer says and or Matt Booty says, there's nothing else anybody can say. So what's up, Fatal Sherrod? How you doing, brother? Yeah, Ultimate Game Pass. So yes, Black Panther UHD on PS5 is no longer. Yeah, I guess you're going to look at it like that. I wouldn't even have thought about that. So. How about Santa Monica doing an enhanced PS5 version patch for God of War instead of creating DLC and stuff? Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. That's the whole thing. I've already beat God of War, so I'm not worried about if they push it. You know, however they want to do it is fine. But I'd rather talk about the next game that Santa Monica's doing. So I'm not. If it's God of War, that's fine. But I'm just, that's for me personally. I do not look backwards. I always look forwards. So Microsoft, Sony has to deal with those Azure servers, so they're not setting themselves up to use hardware. No. I mean, again, the fact, Netflix doesn't have its own server farm. I think they use Amazon's. So again, they are a client of Microsoft on Azure. So it's just not that big deal. It's just not that big a deal. So Black Panther will be 8K only on the Series X. There you go. Oh man, PSN uses Amazon. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. So, but I think Netflix does too, don't they? Or do they use Oracle's cloud? I'm not for sure. But my point is that they're not paying for the up service, the upkeep of the service. That's somebody else's job. So Netflix, they do as well. Okay, yeah, I wasn't for sure. Zen 2 was confirmed for the PS5. Yeah, we already know what the PS5 has got. We just don't know. We don't know what it looks like, nor do we know the T-flop, the RAM, the bandwidth, the clock speeds. We don't know any of that. Just like we don't know the clock speeds of the Xbox Series X. You know, if they want to talk about power, that's fine. But Xbox did not come out, and they may not care. Let me make that clear. But they didn't come. But they have stated in multiple podcasts that they're not. You know, they've got the world's most powerful Xbox. They're not saying we got the world's most powerful console. And again, that could be nothing. That could mean nothing. But they they push power with the Xbox X. They seem not to be doing that with the Series X, but we'll have to wait and see, which is fine. That's why there's many deals for Netflix on Amazon. Oh, okay, well, that does make sense. That makes sense. Open mic. Well, I can't today because I'm going to the doctor to have a look at my elbow. So I'm gonna do one tonight. I'll do one tonight to celebrate the 1,200 subs. So I'll do that tonight. That is no problem. So I'll do that. So I'll do that about well, I don't know. I don't want to conflict with anybody else doing YouTube. I may try to set that up for 5 o'clock today, kind of an afternoon drive show. So yes, you've had several developers, Mr. Reese, say that there was going to be a generational leap. So I did read them. Yeah, I read them. Yeah. You know, oh no, what is this? Well, I appreciate that, Mr. I can't pronounce that, Mr. Business with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says Xbox forever, and that will. Let's see how much Game Pass costs now. Let's go find out here. I'll put it up on the screen. See if I can extend it. Let's see here. Xbox Game Pass. Now I have it for PC, okay, just so you know. Well, right now that still has me. Let me put this up on the screen. All right, because I don't want people to think that I'm goofing off with your donation. So let me go ahead and we're gonna put this on the screen. And let's see here. As you can see right there, it's $24.99, so I still need $15 more from the Xbox COMMUNITah, and I can get 3 months of Game Pass, 3 months Ultimate. So, because I have a PC, so that's what I'm trying to do. But we're halfway there, guys, or we're about 47% there. So let's see if the Xbox COMMUNITah comes through, and I'll have that up tonight, maybe. So, but I shout out to your brother for that. So, elbows and elbow. Yeah, meaning bending point. Yeah, it's a hinge joint. I just need them to look at it because it hurts on extension. So, you know, I don't know what else to say. It doesn't hurt as much. You know, nothing can hurt as much as it did. So, yeah, hinge joint. Hinge, hinge joint. So that your shoulder, you know. So Phil Spencer himself said that the next gen consoles will be the most balanced ever. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, though. I mean, I understand that, but again, if you say that, G Hall, if you say that, people will say you're damage controlling. I'm like, well, how are you damage controlling what somebody said? I mean, if I say, man, I got up this morning and my weatherman said that it was going to be raining today, these guys will say you're damage controlling. So it's kind of like how the weatherman said it's going to rain. Where's the damage control? So, well, your knee is a hinge joint too. So your knee's a hinge joint too. I did not write down those times. Damn it. So let me go back to those times. Yep, here we go. You get my pin. Let me go to my planner. Let me go here. I believe I have to change this to darn it. We just have to change this to 11:15. Okay, so all right. And boom. I want to say this was 1 o'clock, if I remember it correctly. Do you know the way? Do you know the way, my brother? Yep, 12:59. There's a 1. So there's a 1:34 to 12:59. Okay, all right. I can't think. All right, there's that. There's that. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how you damage control what when you quote somebody. If Kevin Feige came out and said, okay, all right, so Jon Favreau, the person who directs and writes, and Dave Filoni, they the show The Mandalorian. All right, so they came out and said the new Mandalorian season 2 is in October of this year, October 2020. These guys will say you're damage controlling. It's like, how are we damage controlling when we're saying what they're saying? So Digital Foundry clearly out again, guys. Mr. Orange, it's a leak. It's a leak. All right, that means it's not confirmed. And if it's not confirmed, we're not going to worry about it. When Sony comes out, it's like with Microsoft. Microsoft has not confirmed the clock speeds of their APU, their GPU APU combination. They haven't done that. So we can do a leak and say it's going to be 3.5. We can say it's 1.4. We can say it's 2.0. The fact is that until Microsoft says it, it's not true. Okay? It's not true. Just as, I don't know, like I said before, people could speculate about what was going to, about Brie Larson playing Captain Marvel. We can speculate. We can speculate about it all day. We were speculating about it in the movie community, but it wasn't official until Disney put it out. It wasn't. So just agree. The Support Gaming. You heard a rumor Yoshida is in rehearsals for a video 13.5 T flops. Make sure better game. Well, there you go. So. Well, yeah, if send a super chat so I can go ahead and get a Game Pass for 3 months. That's why I'm asking for the super chat. you know. That's why the super chat exists. And I got a $10 super chat. Shout out to the Xbox community. So again, it is what it is, So, but I still am $14 short. Actually, let's call it $15 short. So. You hope Brie Larson's eating cornbread. Oh, yeah. That's all right. So that's fine. So she got a cute face. I'd take her out for beer and wings. So, but yeah, I mean, we can talk about rumors and say, yeah, I heard that. I heard Yoshida. I heard Sony is going to have a 13.4 T flop console. Again, it's just. It's not worth the speculation when you can just wait for it to be confirmed. So, but which call it? Hold on, wait just a minute. But Matt's Gaming, he even said, "Oh, there's no fun if you're not without speculation. There's no fun in that. Where's the fun in that?" He said that. No shit, this man said that. So. I am telling the truth. So, but yeah, he getting the business today with all these businesses, shutting the door. You know what I'm saying? He's shutting the door down, saying that they're not going to do it. They're pulling out of PAX East. They're on 134. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. 134. And there's a, I don't understand this math. So, all right. So, anyway. 134. All right. So, I'm back, guys. Just writing down these times. So, yeah, King, after what King Thrash did to Digital Foundry, I just kind of like, whatever. So now somebody just typed something in, and there's another leak. Okay, PS5 will be 12.9 on RDNA 2. 18 gigabytes of RAM. Says he can bet me money on that because the detailed specs on both consoles, 4chan, I don't know what 4chan is, seem very similar to what Microsoft just announced. So again, somebody else is speculating. That is pure speculation. Silverback with the $2 holla says this is not for Game Pass. Game Pass is crap. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, somebody, that's not me saying that. That is not me saying that. Somebody just put that in the, somebody just put that out on my comment section from my last video. So again, that's not me saying that. Do not put that around my neck. So he says 12.9 is BS. Well, okay, that's fine. I'm not saying that it will be. I'm not, look, you're talking to the wrong man. I don't care what it's going to be. It's going to be able to do 4K native gaming. It's going to support VR. It's going to support 8K, UHD, so spatial sound. I'm good. I'm good. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited here. Says, for what reason, even with ray tracing and 4K effects, that's more needed? Well, I mean, again, I'm not saying it's true. You're looking at me. It's not, I'm not saying that this is true. So, Sony dictate everything. They delayed Last of Us 2 last year, only for all games to be delayed months later. Even when Sony pulled out of conventions, all the game companies. Well, yeah, I mean, again, look, Sony pulling out of those conferences has nothing to do with them being the leader. The World Health Organization is trying to prevent a global pandemic. Okay, and the CDC is backing that up, and the U.S. federal government's backing that up. So again, I support them. They're not just them, but all these companies doing that. Obviously, that stuff is all over the world. The Last of Us Part 2 gets delayed, and it better be worth it. I mean, you got Neil Druckmann running around saying that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to redefine AAA gaming. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. Another super chat from Cypher4. He says, hi. Well, hello there, young man. Thank you for the $2 holla. Definitely will need it. It will definitely go to the GPU. I appreciate that. Your Mighty Spartan guy says rebel rate shading will help. You talking about the Xbox X? Yeah. Or Xbox Series X? Yeah, it will. We'll have to wait to see how they deploy it, though. Don't know if Microsoft is going to be able to, Sony is going to be able to do it, though. But thank you for the $199. I do appreciate that. Mine says lack of heavy GPU use and SSD being used as virtual RAM. Yeah, again, that's what are you talking about the PlayStation 5? Possibly, that's what I've heard, but but we'll have to wait and see. The heartbeat system was very interesting in The Last of Us Part 2. If it works correctly, yes, and they stole that from the movie Aliens. Okay, if you go back and watch the movie Aliens, they had a radar that did the same thing. So, So y'all act like they can't raise specs at will. Games be already working. Again, well, again, according to the developers, would be Ubisoft and IO and things like that. They're already making games for the new consoles. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So again, I'm playing games. So I do not, I stream my games. You all see gameplay when I do my podcast. That's new gameplay. So I'm not hard up for specs. They're nice to know. I'm more hard up for them on the computers, because I don't want to go out and pay for something and then it be obsolete. You want to stay 2 years in the game. And that's what I was always taught. So my GPU that I have on my PC right now, it's starting to show its age. It's still very good, but there's some games that I'd rather play 1080p Ultra at over 60 frames or right at 60. So I need a new GPU. My CPU is going to be a monster. I've got my SSD. I'll get the new GPU. I'll start playing Star Citizen. That's what I'm going to do. I will be streaming Star Citizen. Hopefully, the goal is to have it done mid-April. I'm going to take my computer into the shop March 21st. They have 6 to 10 days to get my equipment in there. Then I'll go pick it up. So another $2 holler. You're a big fan of Spider-Man. Yeah, well, there's another Spider-Man game being made. Don't know when, but Insomniac is going to make another Spider-Man game. So, just it is what it is. It is very quiet, but I'm a Spider-Man fan as well. So looking forward to the next Spider-Man movie. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. So you're playing Medieval Resurrection on PSP and Plague Tales on Xbox. Well, it's fine. I asked people what Plague Tale was about. They were like, it's about a kid that can talk to rats. I'm like, oh, I am not going to play that. But I certainly hope you guys are enjoying it. So, man, I'm trying to see, is there anything else here? Yeah, do I think now somebody asked me about E3. Do I think E3 is in danger? If they can't get this thing, anything that's a convention is not a good place to be. So, Tron stood me up. So I'm disappointed in Tron. I was all excited. So somebody wants to know which game is better, in my opinion, between God of War and The Witcher 3. Again, the base game of God of War is better than The Witcher 3. But Witcher 3, with those 2 extensions, the DLC, Witcher 3 will be the better game. So official announcement. But yeah. I'm trying to think of any more 8 questions. It looked like it. Somebody saying PS5 9.7. Again, you need to show that's not good enough, Panther Crane. You need to actually show a link to where that is true. So, the Spider-Man 2 will have cloud-based destruction physics from Crackdown 3, the game of the okay. Now you guys are just being silly. So, yeah, I thought Tron was going on. Yeah, checkerboard ray tracing doesn't exist. Yeah, we know, but he seems, again, if he has a link to this stuff, he can put it out there. But until he does, he needs, the speculation. You got to go back to Dealer Gaming for that. So this is the best damn Xbox podcast, which means that there is no speculation. So, Fatal Sherrod says, when are folks going to learn T-flops aren't the end? Again, we know that, Fatal Sherrod. We know that. But there's a group of people that don't know that. Okay? there's a group of people who don't know that. So again, that's why I'm just kind of like, okay. So, so it says 9.7 T flops, RDNA would be $399. Well, isn't that what it is now? Isn't a 5700 XT? Isn't a 5700 XT? Isn't it $399 or $389, something like that? And it's 9 point. It's like 9.74 or something like that T flops. So again, Panther Crane, you're assuming that anything's going to change at all. And again, you're also assuming that the leaks are true, and that's your problem right now. I'm simply asking you for a link to the official specs that Sony has, and you have not done that yet. So this is up to you. This is up to you. You got to leave everybody else out of it. So PS5 sounds nice. You're buying a rifle this tax season. Facts. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at a acoustical guitar too. See if I get a refund. So so the 2010 Ti is fire. Yeah, so is the price. So is the price. So that's the problem with NVIDIA stuff, is that the price is out of control. So a Radeon 7 and the 2080 Ti are both 14 teraflops. I wonder which one performs better. Well, by far, I'd say the 2080 Ti does. So I'd say the 2080 Ti for PS5 will be 15.5 T flops. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, but guys, all right, I am going to get off here. I've been on for like an hour and a half almost. I know I've been running. I know I was late. That's why I stayed on a little bit more. Do I have a good game headset? Absolutely. I've got the, let me look at it here. I've got the Arctis 3 Steel Series headset. It's a beauty. It's wired. It is wired. So, yeah. So it's going, this FYI. Yep, I do. But if you want to donate another one, let me know. I will give you the address. Ain't nothing like getting more stuff. RDNA is being designed how NVIDIA calculates their teraflops at a cheaper price. Again, yeah, I mean, RDNA works fine. That hurts fine. So, but guy, yeah, I'm going to get off here. So should you buy a 2080 Ti for a week and take it back? Well, if somebody wants to be nice to me, you can buy me the 2080 Ti with the Cyberpunk. So I will go ahead and do that. So these leaks aren't assumptions the same way I found out. Well, again, that was a leak. Okay, nothing was confirmed. The same person that leaked the 12 T flops said that the PlayStation was going to be 13 T flops. So again, I'm just waiting for it to come out. And also, Panther Crane, you're not talking about games. You're over here talking about specs. Okay? You're talking about specs, not games. There's a big difference in these communities. All right? The Xbox community talks about specs, has been talking about specs for 5 years. The Nintendo community talks games, and so does the PlayStation community. You all talk specs and services. I don't know why. Okay, nobody cares about the specs and services. They care about the software going into it, i.e. the games. So, yeah, ain't doing ghetto math. I mean, good grief. So, it says if you do the math, both the PS5 will have a higher teraflop count than 9.2 and 12. Again, yeah, I've heard all kind of things. So how is it being downplayed? How is confirmation being downplayed? Okay, if you want to go with speculation, go speculate. But you need to understand that people are gonna bust your cheeks if you're wrong. Okay. Which you may not care about getting your cheeks busted. That's fine. As a content creator, I'm trying to deliver the most accurate thing I can. Therefore, that's why I have 1,200 subs. Okay? That's why I got 1,200 subs. So it shocked the heck out of me too. So, you know, yeah, Mr. Reese, you're one in a million if you're playing games, because they don't. I mean, just from talking to them, they're more concerned about specs than anything else. So you know, 12, T-VOC, 15 studios, we're strapped. I mean, again, 15 studios is just not that big a deal. But again, that's what they should have done. And your 15 studios, what did Matt Booty say? They're going to be concentrating on AA games. That's what Matt Booty said. You know, we're going to concentrate on AA games. If you get a AAA experience out of them, that's great. Those are his words. So, yeah, he gets this. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So, anyone know what games are free on PS Plus in March? I've not heard, and they usually drop that information today. Today's the 26th. So they usually, so I look for that information to come up. So here today. So there is no console war. That's why I always say to people, there is no console war. So the 5700 XT is trash. Well, the 5700 XT is designed to do 1440p. So it's not trash if you want to do 1440p. So, well, just 1,200 subs. Dude, my Panther Crane, well, it ain't about Panther Crane. That's part of the problem. But my goal was to get 50 subs. So that's not, I'm doing pretty good considering, you know, I met my goal. I got 50, I got over 50 subs. So if I have 50 more, if I have 50 subs or more, I'm happy. So yeah, it was over in 20. Yeah, whatever year Microsoft came out and said we're putting all our games day and date on another platform, then that was the end of it. I pretty much said, I'm done with it. So the drivers are horrible. That's what I've heard. I've heard that they're having issues with the drivers. That's why I'm sticking with the 5600. So, you know, that's why I'm getting the 5600 XT. That way I can play. Again, I will play at 1080p. And I am going to get a new monitor that supports HDR. So I'll do 1080p, HDR, ultra graphics on all my games except Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And then 60 over 60 frames except on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So, you know, because for some reason that's still trash. So so again, the content, again, Felony 187, you need to understand that it is Microsoft that said we're not, you know, that Microsoft is the one that said that we do not have games coming out till you know, we won't have games coming out on the platform so for 2 years. So again, I know people that are going to get the Series X, but they're just going to wait for the games to come out, which makes sense because you won't have to pay full price for the console. So they should call 5700 black screen. Oh my goodness gracious. Panther Crane, you have not told us official specs of the PS5. You haven't told us what the RAM is. You haven't told us the bandwidth. You haven't told us the clock speeds. You haven't told us anything except what's been speculated on Reseta, which you can say 9.2 is speculated. You can say 9.7. You can say 12. You can say 13 point something. Until they officially announce it, nobody's really worried about it except you. Okay, and you Xbox guys are just overwhelmed with specs, and we're over here I'm trying to figure out, well, you know, the way my batting stance is going to be when I go yard playing MLB The Show. I got to figure out what Final Fantasy VII is all about. Why this guy is walking around with a sword bigger than him. I hope the game answers that. The Last of Us Part 2. What's going to happen with The Last of Us Part 2? The flight sim game. You all are just on some BS. I mean, and I get it. You got no games to talk about. And so until you got some games coming out for 2 more years, you're going to be on your bullshit. That's just who you guys are. So 596 for gigabytes for Series X bandwidth. Okay. So that's fine. So yeah, and again, I've decided not to get the 5700 thing. I'm getting the 5600. And I may after that, when it's time to upgrade after that, so I'll get the 5600 XT. I'm gonna get another motherboard, and then after I get after I what am I trying to say here? Get all that, I'll get something called a 2070. So I will get a 2070, but that's 5 years down the road when I can actually afford it. It should be $399 by then. Craig, didn't you play that flight sim? Yeah, I'm actually playing the flight sim. I'm actually playing it, and these clowns are running their mouths. That's just who they are. So I'm actually playing the flight sim. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah. So, hell, I may try to play that again today. So you can actually get the Microsoft Flight Sim game for $24. The one that came out a few years ago. Again, the new Flight Sim game coming out, it's supposed to have every airport known to mankind on there. It's going to have dynamic weather on there. You're going to have to, it's going to let you do all your flight plans. I mean, again, I'm excited about it. But I don't see anybody in the COMMUNITah talking about it. So it is what it is. So again, because they don't play their games. So so just it is what it is. Oh no, wait a minute. Let me show you all this. The page has been removed. I guess the page has been removed. I don't know what that means, though. Does anybody know what that means? How about the Horizon Zero Dawn thing? This happened about an hour ago. So now they're saying that the page being removed could mean it's true. But if it was true, wouldn't they leave the page up? I'm just asking. I'm not. I'm asking a question. I'm not being ornery. I'm asking a question. Don't take my head off. So don't take my head off. If the page has been removed, what does that mean? So I'm just asking for clarification. That's all. You finished the first Ori. Yeah, I'm actually going to play Ori today, I think. Carl Adidas BSC, I'm sorry, says it's not true. Now, what's not true? So now they're saying it is true. When things remain up, it means true. Okay, but they've taken it down. If they take it down, what does that mean? So I'm just asking. I mean, if you're saying if it stays up, it's true, but it's been taken down. And I'm just asking what that means. So, again, I'm just saying what's on PC right now. But I'm asking if you put something up and it comes down, what does that mean? So, let's see here. Notice the 12T flops, B9, the thing is still up. Microsoft confirmed 12T. Well, I mean, again, that's on Microsoft's page. I mean, that's silly. So now, all right, I'm still trying to understand. Because it's true, it stays up. So if it's taken down, it means it's not true. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. That's. But I got to leave you all with that. I do have to get ready and go to the doctor and have a look at my elbow. Sony made them take it down based on what information? So, so yeah, Captain, I agree. But all right, so allegedly, and I'm saying allegedly because this just came across my Twitter, it's been taken down. So I'll just you know, again, I'm just looking at it like that. You know, that this is why you can't believe this stuff. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. Something got put up and now it's been taken down. So just it is what it is. Oh my goodness, the Predator Hunting Ground trial is coming in March. Heck yeah, I am so excited. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. You all take it blessed. Thank you so much for the super chats. And I will either my elbow. Yeah, I hope it is too. More than likely, our podcast on Friday. So we'll have a celebration on Friday, guys. Yeah, thanks, Support Gaming. It's 1,200 subs, not 12,000. Yeah, 1,200 subs. Shocked the heck out of me. This happened. So I'll wait till all that's confirmed on Friday. Okay, I'm going to wait till everything's confirmed on Friday. But I will be streaming some games today. Maybe the Flight Simulator. Excuse me. Maybe Mass Effect. So, and again, when I stream, I don't, for me to stream and look at my screen, I don't see you guys talking. So I have to play plus look down at my phone to see you guys talking. So, what page? Apparently, Felony 187. There was a French website put up something about Horizon Zero Dawn to Windows on PC, but now it's been taken down allegedly. Allegedly. So I was just asking, if something goes up and it's taken down, does that mean it's true or false? And people are saying it's false. So yeah, and they took it down. So yeah, well, yeah, I certainly hope nothing's broke. I don't think it is. It says it on Amazon listing, but apparently they took it down. So that's what people are saying. At least that's what I read. I could be wrong. So, but yeah, just FYI. So but shout out to everybody. But apparently somebody's saying that it's been taken. Something got taken down. So that's why I was asking, if something goes up and gets taken down, does this mean that it's true or false? That's it. That's all I was asking. But all right, guys, I am going to get on off here. I got to go ahead and get ready to roll. You all take it easy. Stay blessed. Peace.